Good morning, everybody. This is going to be our final session in the Jack and Carol Macwilliams murder case. The last person that we need to do a spirit box session with is Jack Macwilliams himself, who was one of our murder victims. So I need to make it clear to them that unless I can find some kind of physical proof moving forward, which we have tried metal detecting the murder site, we have tried tracking down leads as to where coins were buried, all of these things, but nothing has been made 100% clear to us. They have not come forward and said, go here and you'll find this. You know, the gun. They keep asking us to find the gun, the bullet, and the tip. Those are three things that they keep asking. They've been said dozens of times. In the last video alone, it said bullet 3 different times. And we weren't even doing a video on these guys. I was doing a video for another channel out in the woods, and it came through and said, Carol is dead, Jack, Jack, Jack. And I find that amazing. It blows my mind that people say that Spirit Box is listening. We did a test on that this week to see if we could get it to replicate words. No, we couldn't. And the fact that these apps are not made to be that sophisticated. Yes, they are made for entertainment. However, I do feel that spirits can manipulate what's coming through, and we do get messages. We know that. There's no denying it at this point that it happens all the time. In this case, it's very hard to prove because things happened back in 1969. But the story that we're getting, there was another piece of information that came out of that session in the woods the other day. It said Black's name, Detective Black. It said guilty. It said he's a monster, evil, and he killed his own son. The Spirit Box has told us in the past that Detective Black was sleeping around with Carol and that Carol was pregnant. Okay, so we've pieced that together through this is what the Spirit Box is saying. This is not what I'm saying. Was Carol pregnant with a boy child? And therefore, when Detective Black killed Carol on the bridge, which is what the Spirit Box said that he was guilty, he did it. It said that numerous times. Did he in fact therefore kill his own son? That kind of makes sense. And it's those little tidbits that come through that make me believe in this. It's an intangible. This is it, guys. This is the last kick at the can. Jack, I don't know why, guys, but I get the feeling from what I've read, and I could be 100% wrong. Jack, connect with me and prove me wrong today. There's a shiver. I get the feeling that maybe Jack wasn't the brightest guy. He just went along with the group. Apparently, he was a big guy. And they said, for Donald Kelly to murder Jack by himself would not have happened because Jack would have fought back, and Jack could basically fight off 3 guys on his own. And because of these things that I've read and researched, maybe that's in my head that, he was just kind of the big lug of the group. He just was the muscle. He did what he was told. Jack, please, by all means, prove me wrong. Answer these questions. Let's get this session started. Jack Macwilliams, why were you murdered? I heard friend and I heard Carol with my own ear right there. Were you kidnapped from your apartment? Whoa, full shiver there. Jack, if you are connected, if you're here, and I think he is, please be as clear as you have ever been in your responses coming through that box, guys. Don't talk over each other. Straight, clear answers. This is it. I've spent over a year, 20 some episodes we've done on this now. We need answers. We need to finalize this. This is going to be your last chance. So please, and if there are other people here, Carol or any of the other guys, Jimmy the Fox, Ian Rose, Jerry Roy, any of these guys, take your turn. If you have something important to say, say it, but don't talk over the other people, okay? Jack, what was your last meal? Okay, I heard something I wasn't expecting there. We know what Jack's last meal was. I'm just trying to establish that we're getting real true answers here. They had spaghetti noodles on plates in their apartment, 2 place settings set up. They hadn't finished it, and the autopsy showed that there was noodles in their stomach. But it said something there that I wasn't expecting. I heard milk. Now I'm going to have to go back and read that article, the newspaper article again, and see, does it mention that? Because I don't remember. That would be very interesting if it said there was milk and noodles and whatnot set out on the counter. If they described the scene, I'm not sure. But that's something I wasn't expecting to hear right there. That's cool. Jack, did you love Carol? Jack, did Carol betray you? I heard black. I think I heard my name. I heard save face. It sounds like he's saying Carol betrayed him with black. But I'll have to analyze that. Full shiver. Oh, full shiver down my neck right there. How did Carol betray you exactly, Jack? Did you know Blackie Plagisi? Editing Gary. This is how I know that we have real communication with somebody here, because I ask a simple question to the phone, to the spirit box, which is not going to have any kind of memory in it, nothing we've talked about. And these voices and situations and characters keep coming up month after month after month. So I ask Jack if he knows Blackie Puglisi. What do we know about Blackie? Well, he's in with the mafia. He runs gambling houses. He's one of their thugs, basically, and I'm sure he has subordinates underneath him because he's older that are going around and doing the work of the young men, right? The roughhousing, the breaking of bones, the collecting, whatever, okay? Here's the response we get. Fold. Bet Jack. Right there, it's talking about gambling. And we know that all of these guys gambled and hung out there. Then it says, let's live. Corrupt. He's tired. He's corrupt. So there's two different voices that say he's corrupt. Laugh at it. I'm certain. Bosses, we collect. You put all that together, and it's basically telling us that Jack worked for Blackie Plagisi as one of his rough guys, going around threatening people, collecting debts, muscle. That's the story that the box is telling us. There's no way that the box would tell us these things that make sense in such a way over and over and over. There's more to this. Did you do work for Blackie Plagisi? Jack, I need you to be very super specific here. Give one answer as clear as you can and make it truthful. Who murdered you? Say his first name and last name. Is there any physical evidence left for me to find? Full shiver down the back of my neck. Jack, have you crossed over? Am I done with this case? I want to be done with this case. I feel like there's nothing else I can do for you guys. There's no physical evidence. There's no files left. There's no justice to be awarded because everyone is dead. There's grandchildren left. You guys are all gone. You should be moved on into the light. What am I supposed to do for you guys? Okay, so all I can do at this point, guys, before I've analyzed any of this, is send out some light, and I request that all of the people involved in this case move on, find the light, feel it, follow it, cross over, and start your healing process on the other side, because there isn't, I believe, anything that I can do for you guys. I have tried. I enjoyed sharing this mystery with you guys and listening to you guys and trying to help and all the places that you brought me and things that you told me, but I can't prove any of it. And so I'm going to send out some light right now. Ask you guys to cross over. If you haven't done so already, just follow the light, take the light, cross over, use that energy. Now is your chance. Good, bad, guilty, innocent, doesn't matter. You will all be welcomed home. Okay, and the last thing I want to say is I feel a great affinity towards Carol. Such a young woman leading such a hard life with a brutal ending. I think of my own two girls. Maybe that's why I've felt that affinity for her and this connection to this case. So I just want to say a final goodbye to Carol. I hope that I've, full shivers right there, hope that I've done something to help you guys in some way. I don't know what that is or how, but there must be a reason why I've done all of this, right? So I just want to say, I hope things are better on the other side, Carol, and that whatever it is you needed of me, that you guys got. Okay, guys, so that's it. Unless something physical drops in my lap that says this is related to this case and we need to pick it up and work on it again, or one of these weird universal synchronicities, something happens, we are done with Carol and Jack Macwilliams. You guys are now fully aware of the story. A lot of stuff has been, projected by the spirit box. Is any of it true? Is it just coincidence that it keeps saying their names? I don't think so. There are literally hundreds of instances of the names of the characters involved in this case being said over the dozens of hours of recordings that I've made. Basically just one after the other, with very little names and things that don't make sense or that weren't pertinent to the case. So I believe 100%. We learned a lot from doing this case, that we can connect, that they can give us information, and that when we reverse messages, these spirit box sessions, we can get, again, messages that are clear and make sense, words that make sense. And we know that these apps were never designed to do that. So we learned a lot, and maybe that was the whole point of doing this case. I don't know. I don't feel we solved anything, but I do feel we got to know some of the characters and players. So I've got a lot of stuff to analyze, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next adventure.